it's fine on my end.
That's good.
Prior to the show, I was replacing some batteries and some games I wanted to play for Game Boy.
Ah.
The
Oh,
Zelda
nice.
ones I had bought myself because I hadn't messed
Mm-hmm.
with those since I got them, so I was just replacing them. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
going through like my bag of batteries trying to figure out which one goes into it, and I'm like, is it this
Oh.
one? I'm like, no, that one's way too fucking big. Which one goes in this fucking cartridge?
Ah. Huh. All right.
And then I look at all the big ones I have, and I'm like, wait a minute, bitch, where the fuck do these go? So
Hmm.
I did the only intelligent thing I knew how to do was I pulled one of the fucking ones I had off my shelf and opened this one. Turns out they go in the
Mm-hmm.
regular Game Boy ones, which is weird
Ah.
because like
Mm-hmm.
Link's Awakening DX is technically a Game Boy game, but that uses the battery that a Game Boy Color game uses. That's
Well, the DX version is the newer one, right?
yeah,
Because that's that's the color one.
yeah. That's the one
They
that like
probably changed the battery there as well.
that's the one that like it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have the transparent shell like Game Boy Color games does, but it acts like a
Mm-hmm.
Game Boy Color game.
Mm. Do
Which
all the
had
Game Boy Color games have the transparent shell?
if they are Game Boy Color only,
Ah, okay. I see.
because like Pokemon Gold,
Mm-hmm.
right? It says Game
Yeah.
Boy Color,
Yeah, but
right?
that's backwards compatible, right?
Right. So if you open it up
Mm-hmm.
and like looked at the actual shell, it's just a normal Game Boy
Mm-hmm.
game, right?
Yeah, just differently colored
But
because
then
gold.
if you looked at this one, props
Mm-hmm.
props motherfucker. So you got Pokemon Crystal, right?
Uh-huh.
Game Boy.
Okay.
But if I showed you this one as an example, yeah, totally different kind of shell. This is the
Yeah,
more
okay.
Game Boy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's a different color because it's crystal version, but you
Yeah.
get the idea. It's a different
Mm.
shell.
So it's a crystal clear cartridge.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Pokemon
Right.
Crystal is mildly very expensive now, so I'm very happy I bought this
Mm-hmm.
when I bought it, because now that is like way too expensive for me to consider buying now. Holy
All right.
crap.
Good to know.
Christ almighty. People are like, sell, 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 get out while you still can. I'm like, no, that's not, no. Like, I don't want to get out. Like, that's not the
I'm not
point.
in this for an investment.
Yeah, this isn't an. It's like every single crypto
I'm not in
bro.
the stock. I'm not in the cartridge stock market.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to play the stock market here, fellas. I'm trying
Mm.
to actually enjoy my shit. So that's cool. I did that today.
Mm-hmm.
That was. I did that in the last like 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes before the show started. I
Mm.
was tempted to sit down and get that done. And I had to
Uh-huh.
wrap up pretty quickly because I'm like, oh shit, I got like 10 minutes left. Fuck.
Oh, where's the time? God damn.
Oh man, that's rough. That's
Mm-hmm.
rough. Oh shit. Shit, how do I start this show now? Fuck. Fuck. I don't know how to start this fucking show. Goddamn. I mean, yeah, we're starting. So episode
Hmm.
56?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it's 56. I think it's of the turn-based Cynics.
You need a counter on your desktop.
I should. It's 56. I was right. It's 56.
Good.
It's 56. Episode 56. Gonna tell you guys, normally we have multiple stories for our show, but this week we have one story for our
And
show.
boy, is it a
And
doozy.
oh boy. Strap yourselves in, because it's about to get bumpy. Woo! It's about to be a rough ride, motherfuckers. I hope y'all ready. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. This week
Mm-hmm.
has been mostly just Pokemon Red on and off throughout the week.
Ah.
And game's an asshole, but
Yeah, so I gathered.
Yeah, it's an asshole. Whew. Ooh, man. Looking back on myself as a kid, damn,
Mhm.
I'm surprised I did it.
Mm.
But then I remembered I had a
Maybe an
strategy
asshole,
book.
but is it Nintendo hard?
Is it Nintendo? I don't. I don't think.
Probably not.
No, no, not Nintendo hard. It's definitely more than I was expecting for a challenge
Hmm.
for something I'm just doing casually. I'm sitting at I think 92 out of 150 right now, so
No,
I'm slowly
I'm getting
cranking
there.
that number up higher and higher as I go, and the closer I get to completion, the harder this shit is
Mhm.
looking. Because now it's
Hmm.
narrowing down to the really really annoying shit I'm gonna have to do to fucking complete this shit, and I'm not looking
Hmm.
forward to it, not at all. But yeah, that's that's cool. Not really sure if I wanted to do that. I had planned on picking up and trying out a few demos on Switch, but I haven't gotten around to doing
Ah.
that this weekend.
Hmm.
I got a little bit tied up with some other things
Hmm.
that I can't talk about yet. But you already know what I've
Hmm.
been working on, but I can't say it on the show yet. But yeah.
Hmm.
My plan didn't get to do that.
Hmm.
I got distracted, which is par for the course for me. Um,
Hmm.
my so-called sabbatical ends soon. I'm pulling myself out of my imposed exile. So this upcoming week, I'm actually gonna have to get my ass back in gear, which is going to be a challenge. When you
Hmm.
haven't done, it's actually been. I think it's been a bigger challenge to not do
Hmm.
anything. Does that make any sense?
You have the itch.
Yeah, when you don't do anything for like a month
Hmm.
or some change, it's actually
Hmm.
harder. Like that first week, I was like, maybe I can work on this. I'm like, no,
Hmm.
no,
You have to keep
no,
yourself back.
no.
Hmm.
But now it's been so long now that I'm just like, maybe I could just wait another week. And it's like, no, you're right. Yeah, so that's cool. A bunch of demos dropped these last
Hmm.
few days. We had the Sony State of
This
Play.
KS7. Hmm.
We had the Sony State of Play and
And the direct.
the Direct.
On the same day. Just,
Yeah.
I think 3 hours or so apart. 3 or 4 hours, I think.
Yeah, three
Something
or
like
so
that.
hours apart. I didn't catch the Direct, but I did catch the
Hmm.
tail end of State of Play, which I'm happy
Hmm.
I did because oh my god, that trailer.
Hmm.
Woo! Oh man, but the only reason I care about these trailers is because the second a new trailer comes out,
Uh-huh.
I have to wait for the
Or,
reaction video.
hmm yeah, it came out, or as to quote Max.
Max lost his shit. And
Yeah.
it was a
And
face.
he made a hour-long video on it.
I know it was amazing. It was amazing.
Ah.
I need to go. I need to
Mm-hmm.
actually go and actually finish watching that. That video is
Mm-hmm.
so good, so fucking good. Oh my god. Yeah. So we had a bunch of shit dropped all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And
Disgaea
some
7.
shadow drops. Some shadow drops as well, like F-Zero 99.
Yeah, I saw that. That's weird.
Mm-hmm. But it seems to be working really nicely, and it seems to be really fun.
Huh.
Hmm.
Maybe now
Imagine
people.
that.
Yeah. Imagine.
Yeah, now Nintendo got themselves into the corner of people are gonna request more F-Zero again and more.
Now if it does well, they're gonna have to do an F Zero game. Now they have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we had all kinds of demos and shit drop. I still need to play. Disgaea 7 had a demo drop. Dragon Quest
Mm-hmm.
Monsters had a demo drop. I don't think it was that. Was it that day
Uh-huh.
that dropped as well? Or was that earlier?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Star Ocean
Might
Second
have been.
Story R dropped for its demo. My RPG boys and girls. Yo, we eating out here. We eating. We eating out here.
Although Disgaea 7 is already coming out in a few weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Which is nice.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be fun.
I don't
So I'm not as worked up about Steam not having a demo there.
I only have so many hours in a year, CD. I only have so many hours. Yeah, I only have so many hours in my life. I don't have this kind of time. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't really. Oh, they announced 1,000-Year Door for fucking Switch.
Yeah, the remaster.
Holy shit. Oh, that's gonna cause a. I can't wait to see what that does to the secondhand market. Woo! Woohoo!
Yeah.
Ooh, me getting my hands on a physical copy might not be so hard anymore, baby.
True.
Or it might be.
I mean,
equally
you could probably
as...
just get the retail version of the Switch game.
You're right. You're right.
Because that's only a graphical upgrade slightly from what I've seen.
Yeah,
and
so
pretty much everything is exactly the same. Unlike as we've now seen with Super Mario RPG. Because that's getting some additions. You'll have some more attacks in fights. There, like when you usually have your when you have good timing, you get additional damage. Now it's gonna be I'm not sure what the exact requirement is, but you can do a attack where you're really precise and you damage all enemies. And additionally, there's gonna be a meter that fuels up. And if that's full, you can do a special attack that uses is a combo attack with all 3 party members. And depending on what your party members are, it's a different attack. Like,
oh shit.
Like one they showed was Bowser and Mario and one other, and they were in Bowser's shellcopter thing. So they're probably raining attacks from the sky there. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do there. But it's gonna be probably just small but neat enhancements to the game, which is nice.
So before I finish,
and Mario is still stubby.
Yeah. Before I finish, I left a review for a product, and the review was kind of a joke, but also like not a joke. And the company took it seriously. It gave me like a 15% off coupon because they took the review as being negative when it was more of a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. I actually felt bad.
All right. I mean,
yeah, right. I feel the same way. Trust me. I'm not going to say the name of the company, but if I say the name of the product, I think people are going to figure out what the company is. But I didn't say the name of the company. I'm like, I ordered your Mythic Zen Grip. I love my Mythic Zen Grip. I pre-ordered it. And I love that it goes so well with my Zelda Switch. But you guys did me hella dirty by making the Zen Grip Ronin. Like, I'm not mad. It's not like I bought a product I didn't enjoy, but I feel like you guys did me dirty by releasing that so soon after I got the other one. And I have no one to hate for but myself, because I still ended up pre-ordering the Ronin because being able to dock my Switch is huge. Just saying, damn guys.
Did the review have any star ratings?
It did. I left a good star rating because like I like the product. The product was the original Zen Grip I bought. So it was a good
So what did
review.
you do? 4 out of 5,
It
or
was,
what
it
was
was,
it there?
it was like a 4 out of 5 because it was.
Yeah, that's a good review. Definitely. I mean,
Yeah, someone read it and went, "Oh shit." Not the intention. I swear to God, not the intention. God damn. Now I have to buy something from them now. Shit, man. They got me.
they played you.
Oh, they got me. I have no choice. I have to buy something now. I have to. Fuck, they got me. All right, CD, you're up. Have fun. It's all
All right.
shows fucking
Yeah, well,
yours.
gaming wise, hasn't been that much this week because I've been occupied with other stuff like work and some family stuff. So I've been mainly continuing with Holocure, the one that I mentioned last week, the VTuber vampire survivors like,
Mm-hmm.
which is still fun. And what the other one was, I'll have to quickly check because I had a look at one more game, which was a sort of a casual and a kind of sim, which Chiropark is a developer that has done all kinds of casual sim games on mobile, and they've ported a lot of it to Switch and PC by now. Like Game Dev Story was from them originally, and this one was Forest Golf Planner, which is essentially you build a golf course and you just watch the people play on the course and you see how well they do. You adjust the course, you make it more difficult by placing certain tiles and stuff like that. And then there's also things like contests that you can do, and that those help you become more popular or get additional bonuses and stuff like that. It's kind of a casual sim, but it's fun. It's a cute pixel style. So if one is into that, definitely recommendable those games. One of my favorites from them is Dungeon Village, which is essentially you build up a village, attract adventurers, they go on quests in the field outside, and they discover dungeons that you can send them into. They get more loot, and the more loot they find, that gets unlocked in your stores, and you can give them equipment as gifts to improve them, which that's a neat little concept, I think. Hasn't been done that much. Stuff like that. So yeah, Chiropark is the developer. They have a lot of games by now on Steam and on Switch.
Oh, nice.
Can definitely recommend a look there. But that's been mostly my week. Those two games.
Oh.
Yeah, because as I said, didn't get too much.
How do we even start?
Um,
How do we how
start?
do we even approach this, CD? How do we
Let me
even
let me help with that.
Yeah. Where do I don't even know where to even start with this fucking shit show. Uh I mean, I know you got stuff in the thread.
Yeah. I think a timeline is, for example, the Games Industry Biz article, which is the perfect title: Unity's self-combustion engine.
Oh, I saw. Yeah,
It's
no,
just the perfect title.
I saw that article name and went,
Hmm.
God damn,
That's
self
perfect.
combustion.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness. And
this
the
all
article.
started out with a bad idea from Unity Technologies, the company that does the Unity engine, which we all know is a very popular free engine for hobbyists that's been used a lot in the mobile segment, but also quite popularly on PC and consoles. Really great idea. Because usually you have stuff like revenue share and all, which is kind of sensible, which makes sense and is done by, for example, Unreal, that you have, I think, 5% revenue share there up to a certain point. And, well, Unity decided, what can we do that's worse? How
How
about we
how
have them pay for each time a user installs their game?
it's honestly really
It's baffling.
no, it's impressive.
You could call it that as well, I guess.
It's impressive. It's
Uh-huh.
actually like a fundamentally really impressive way to destroy your own business.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. All right. So they decide to charge a fee per install for small developers, Unity personal
Mm-hmm.
subscribers
Well,
at 20.
the fee depends. The fee depends on the license you have.
Right. So Unity personal subscribers, it's 20 cents per install.
Mm-hmm.
Whose games brought in 200,000 in the past year and have 200,000 lifetime installs to date. I need you all to
Mm-hmm.
keep these install numbers in mind because there's some fucked up shit that comes with these install
Mm-hmm.
numbers later in the story. I really,
Yep.
really need you to keep this in mind because while you might think they're being reasonable about this, it
Mm-hmm.
gets fucked really quickly. So just keep this,
Yep.
log that shit in the back of your head. I promise you, we're gonna come back to it.
Put a pin in it and keep
Yeah.
it
Oh,
in
don't
mind.
worry,
Yep.
we coming back to it.
Mm-hmm.
The fee per install for large developers, which is the Unity Enterprise client, which is 1 cent per install,
Mm-hmm.
whose games brought in $1 million in the past year and have lifetime sales of 1 million or more. It doesn't sound like a lot, and if a developer just had to pay the fee each time they sold a $6 game, it wouldn't be. But there's a problem because these charges are based on games installs, not sales. And Unity has
Yep.
not done a great job in communicating what's going on here. And again, I want to really emphasize this installs.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, they're playing by the word of the law, not the spirit of
Mm-hmm.
it. Remember this. An install is defined as the installation initialization of a project on an end user's device.
Mm-hmm.
No demos, trials, game bundles, and giveaways like the Humble Bundle do not count as installs. Okay, well, I guess that's good. Um,
With a caveat.
uh,
If it's a demo that you can upgrade to a full game, that doesn't count as a demo.
right, right. It doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
They make you have to pay for that, or they have to
Yeah.
pay for
Or
that.
if it's early access, a beta. So, what exactly is the difference between a demo and a demo you can go to a full game to?
Uh, I mean, is that
How
rhetorical?
exactly do they differentiate that? How exactly do they detect that, I wonder?
Yeah, actually, yeah. How would like do you as a developer have to tell them that before you release it and be like, "Oh, hey, I'm releasing a demo, but it's a slice of gameplay and not an
Mm-hmm.
upgradable version to the main game." But like, I mean, at that point, you're getting into like Big Papa Unity's keeping an eye on you, and you better report to Big Papa, elsewise Big Papa's coming after your wallet. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
Yes.
and this isn't the only thing where they aren't very clear.
Subscription services like Game Pass do count as an install.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But the
Which,
interesting thing there is,
yeah, let me get to
it's not
that.
the developers they want to pay.
Right. As Game Pass and other subscription services, uh, Wheaton said that developers would not be on the hook as the fees are charged to distributors, which in the Game Pass example would be Microsoft.
Well, uh, for one, good luck getting that money from Microsoft.
Yeah, like what's the chance? What's the chances Unity ran any of this shit by Microsoft before they decided to drop this fucking bombshell on people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the second thing is, as the article states, how would they track this? How would they differentiate between the regular version of the game and the Game Pass version?
They they can't. Yeah. Well, okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So, I'm going to skip a little ahead here, right? Cuz like
Mm-hmm.
Unity during their attempts at trying to like damage control
Attempts.
this shit, said that they have systems in place, but we would understand that we would be willing to understand that they don't want to talk about it because it's proprietary. Yeah, so like the idea of the black box, right? No one knows how it works. It's just this mysterious
Yeah.
black. Yeah,
Their
that.
their explanation amounts to 3 words.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. Don't worry, dog.
Yeah,
I got
no.
this. Don't worry, dog. I got this. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even.
Yeah, it's more a hold my beer kind of thing, not
Yeah,
a I
don't
got this.
trust Jesus with the wheel. It'll be fine. We won't steer
Hold my
you.
beer shaped grenade.
Yeah, there's no way this can go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, there's no way people will not be happy to accept this change.
And the Game Industry Biz article does a great job of pointing this out when it says, that's great, but how will Unity even track this? If I buy a copy of Dear Esther Landmark Edition, made with Unity, on GOG, I get a DRM free copy. That does not require any online connection to play. How does Unity tell if I install the game on 100 computers or none, or the same computer 100 times? On top of that, the GOG version is a very interesting thing, right? Because that does not have any bullshit attached to it. It's just an installer to the game. So,
Yep.
Are they suppositioning that GOG is suddenly going to allow some kind of DRM phone home bullshit in Unity games from here on out? Or is the Unity engine that these games are built on just going to have a built-in function to do this? How exactly does this work?
Trust me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. They even quote it. Thank God. We leverage our own proprietary data model, so you can appreciate that we won't go into a lot of detail, but we believe it gives us an accurate determination of the number of times the runtime is distributed for a given project. You wanna elaborate there? You wanna expound upon that for me there, homeboy? Cause I'm not really feeling confident that your so-called proprietary data-driven model the company also said it has anti-fraud technology to detect pirated copies of the game being installed, so developers won't be charged for those. But we question A, whether such technology exists. If I legally install that DRM-free copy of Dear Esther on my laptop than on my PC, how does that work differently from me installing it on my laptop and then pirating it by giving it to a friend to install on their PC? And B, how eager Unity will be to invest in technology that will reduce the amount of money it is owed. Yeah, this really is this entire situation proposes that Unity would in fact have a conflict of interest,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like
Yep.
conceptually, it conceptually what they are saying would basically be saying that yes, there is a conflict of interest between our own personal desires and what's best for you, but don't worry about it. We'll do the right thing. We promise.
And again, trust me, bro.
Ah, goodness. So the article
And
points out. Oh, go on.
yeah, just about this whole proprietary data model. That's what they said there in the article. But the funny thing is, when you look at the FAQ that they, in one of their clarifications, linked, one of the questions is, how is Unity collecting the number of installs? Answer. We leverage our own proprietary data model and will provide estimates of the number of times the runtime is distributed for a given project. This estimate will cover an invoice for all platforms. Notice a specific word in that.
Estimate?
Yep. S fucking Timmett.
An estimate. So wait. So you're gonna give me an estimate. So it's on me as a developer to then dispute that your estimate is correct or not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. So they could just give you a number and now it's
Mm-hmm.
on me to then dispute them? Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, that's worse than I thought. Like I knew it wasn't good. I hadn't really considered the notion that like they were going to be like, "Oh, hey, here's an estimate of how many we think you've sold." It had to be think. It like but like where would you even get that number from? Like how would you even come up with that number? Like runaway successes happen in this industry all the goddamn time. Games that you don't
Mm-hmm.
think would be a big hit become massively successful hits. So like that would make me go, okay, so what if they sent me an estimate for my game, right? And they're like, "Oh, we
Mm-hmm.
think you only sold this many, but I sold like 5 times
Mm-hmm.
that." Fuck you. I'm paying you an estimate. I'm not going to fucking claim more than what you estimated at. Fuck that. I'm paying you exactly
They'll
what you think.
they'll come up with that estimate the month after. They'll correct there. You can be sure of that.
An estimate in your highly sophisticated data-driven model. The best you could give me is an because like I mean at the end of the day that's all they can do, right? Because unless you're
Mhm.
using some like really intense malware-esque solution to track copies,
Essentially, you'd
just
have to phone home with every game they that gets installed.
you'd have no choice because otherwise there's
Hmm.
no way you could possibly track how many copies are distributed at any given moment.
Yep.
And
And the
again,
interesting thing there is then, for the US, that might be fine. But there's a certain thing in the
yes,
EU.
yeah,
We
good
have
luck with.
certain laws in terms of data protection and such, user data and all. While, yes, the developers themselves can say, yeah, we haven't added anything in here that tracks user data or copies user data from them or sends stuff to someone. Or they can at least account for what they did. But this now makes it impossible for them to accurately say what happens,
Yeah, because you don't know.
which essentially automatically makes them liable for data privacy stuff.
Because like at that point, like Like I'm just thinking about it just in like a rather basic sense, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily know what the G is. A GDPR? Is that what it's called? Is that
Yep.
the? I don't
Yep.
necessarily
GDPR.
know where the limits are with that, but like one, I don't trust that Unity isn't collecting more than just installs. Like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
let's get the fuck real quick, real quick here. They ain't no
Yep.
way they just tracking installs. Fuck you, I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe that. But
Yeah, I
like,
think essentially the only thing that would be required to violate that, as in the basic thing, you'd already reach that if they track IP addresses.
oh wow, so just like having an
Because
IP
if you
address,
have an IP address,
you can
you could
trace that.
essentially find out additional stuff.
Yeah, you could trade like an IP address would at least give you like what the region, right? It would give you like the
The
general.
region, and it could be relatively close.
Yeah,
You
you could
could
get pretty
find
close to
out
finding someone.
even the block or the general address. You can kind of find out the street potentially,
Oh shit, yeah.
depending on if you're just directly connected. That can give you already that. And you could track other stuff with that as well. You could combine that with other data, and that could potentially yeah, that could potentially be a violation. But obviously, we don't know since trust me, bro.
Yeah, so that could be a bit of a problem for them, just on an overall
Mm-hmm.
front. And again, when it comes to data collection, I don't really
Mm-hmm.
buy into the idea that like Unity would only be collecting even the most even like, cause like I don't think anything that phones home in that regard is only just
Mm-hmm.
checking the status of the software. I don't really have a lot of faith in that. At
Yeah.
at best it's probably sending back general information about the system that's running the software,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So like general system specs, that kind of thing. I mean, shit,
Mm-hmm.
man, Steam does that, doesn't it? Doesn't Steam basically
They
collect
col-
that data?
they collect stuff during their hardware surveys, but they show you what they collect. You have your hardware surveys, I think, every few months or so.
Yeah.
And then it shows you here, this is what we collected from your computer. Do you want to send this? So you know what it sends.
Yeah,
It's just a list of your hardware, and I think some installation data. But yeah,
but like there's so many
if
other
they would be
things.
this transparent, then maybe. But they're not. Their transparency is, trust me, bro, which is none.
So, to say the least, uh, this
Hmm.
was announced, and
Yeah.
oh boy, oh
I,
Jesus Christ, this went over. I've oftentimes used the analogy this went over like a wet fart in church. That's oftentimes been mine. I use it a lot.
hmm Yeah.
No, this was
That's
not.
not even getting
Yeah,
close to
yeah,
this.
this wasn't a wet fart. This was this. You shat your pants in church, and everybody knows it. That's all that is.
It went all over the floor.
Yeah, this was not a wet fart in church.
Ugh.
Do we have anything about the backlash? About
Yeah.
the very apparent fucking shit show this caused? I know for a fact,
I have a few things
I
in
know for a
the
fact, Cult of the Lamb
mhm,
basically
mhm.
said they are pulling their game. I think January 1st,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that
Just
wasn't.
when this goes on, when this
Yeah,
goes online, essentially. Yeah.
yeah. They said they're pulling their. And you know what? Should we go there? We shouldn't go
Mhm,
there yet because there is a cat. There is something they mentioned about
mhm,
games that have been on Unity even
mhm.
before now. and that was that they mentioned in one of their FAQs that like games that have already been with the Unity engine have
Mm-hmm.
been making sales for years prior to now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those also will have to pay the
If they
runt.
use, yeah, if the latest version uses the new version of Unity, because their new terms of service cannot retroactively change for Unity versions before this year, from what I've seen.
Right.
But if they do make an update this year or so, which is possible if you're still um, supporting your game, because they did this change quietly just before releasing a current update. Because the TOS change about this has been in there for a while now. They sneak announced it. At first, they sneaked it into the TOS, and then they sneak announced it during the Apple event that was at that time,
Yeah, they didn't
where
tell
Apple
nobody
showed
they
the new
did that.
iPhone and all. Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
shadow dropped that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, there is something about the backlash. The Games Industry Biz article has a few of those entries.
Oh, does
It's
it?
the part where it says, obviously, Unity's new fees did not go over well. A collective of studios pulled Unity and Iron Source ads from all their titles as their form of protest, and called upon others to do the same. And several developers have publicly said they are inclined to switch engines if the changes go through. For example, Among Us, which a few might know, Cult of the Lamb, as you mentioned, Slay the Spire, Wizard with a Gun, Floppy
I
Knights.
love that name, Wizard with the Gun.
Mm-hmm.
That is a terrifying concept. As a D&D player, that sends shivers down my spine. Why would you give a wizard a gun?
I cast Fireball. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, or things like people like Gary from Face Punch, Rust, said things like, "Unity can get fucked. Rust 2 definitely won't be a Unity game." And they've had 10 years of experience, I think, in the game, in the engine. And Gary from Face Punch is also the Gary from Gary's Mod.
Oh,
So
that Gary. The
yeah,
Gary.
he's the G from Gmod.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh
So
y'all done fucked up. Oh y'all
yeah,
done fucked up.
and a lot of other developers have also negatively chimed in. Even devs like what are they called? Colossal something? City Skylines. Colossal Order. Yeah, the people that do City Skylines and soon releasing City Skylines 2, which is also made in Unity. They've also publicly, well, derided Unity for this. They're obviously going ahead with the launch because that's coming in October 24th, which, yeah, not enough time to move the game to a completely new engine. Not at all.
Never mind, like, conceptually moving your game from one engine to another. Like, that's an absurd.
It's a massive endeavor,
Yeah, that's a
especially
massive.
if it's a big game like this.
Yeah, that's a massive.
Smaller games, yeah, more
It
manageable,
would
but
suck. Like, it sucks
yes,
either way, but
yep, definitely.
it would suck on the scale of like having to rewrite a paper versus having to rebuild
Having
an
to rewrite a
auditorium.
complete book.
Yeah, having to rewrite a book. Like, it
Yeah.
sucks. No doubt.
Yeah, it's moving a game like City Skylines 2 to a new engine at this stage would be an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah,
or even a 15 or something.
that's
But
not
it's
even.
ugh.
That's not
No.
like feasibility doesn't even begin to even come close to like what this isn't.
Mm-hmm.
There is no
Yeah.
feasibility. But see, like that's the fucked up part about this though, right? Because deep
Mm-hmm.
down inside, as much as I leave the cynicality to you like 99% of the fucking time on this show, deep down
Mm-hmm.
inside, you and I both know they dropped this shit when they did because
Mm-hmm.
they probably were like, enough devs are working on games right now and are probably too
Mm-hmm.
far along in development that if we drop this shit right now, they will have no choice.
Oh, that's definitely in their calculations.
And
Definitely.
that is that is on a scale of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even I
It's
can't.
off the scale.
That's on a scale of fucked up I didn't even know was possible.
Yeah, but they manage it. It's oh boy.
And like what's crazy about this is like the
Mm-hmm.
notion that Unity is just going to assume that like Microsoft and Sony are just going to pay these fucking like
That too. Yeah.
like like I
Mm-hmm.
want to know how this works. I would love to be somebody at the Sony office who gets an invoice from fucking Unity, looks at
Mm-hmm.
that shit and goes, "The fuck you sending this to us for? We didn't make anything with Unity.
Mm-hmm.
Return that shit back to Cinda, nigga. This is nuts. The fuck you mean?"
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
like the only reaction, like, I guess, okay, so I think what Unity is banking on, right,
Mm-hmm.
is that Unity is banking that Microsoft, Sony, and alike aren't going to block devs from releasing their games just because they're on
Mm-hmm.
Unity. So they're just gonna pay it because they don't,
Yeah.
because paying it is better than just blocking dev for arbitrarily picking an engine, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
as arbitrary as picking an engine could possibly be. I know there's more to game picking a game engine than just arbitrary. But what I'm saying is that from Sony's perspective, it's an arbitrary thing of like, oh, they picked Unity, so we're just gonna block anybody who makes a game in Unity and puts it on our digital platform because fuck you, right? Like the press for
Yeah.
that wouldn't necessarily be great, might not be
Mm-hmm.
great press. I don't necessarily think the press would stop them from doing it, but it wouldn't be great press. It wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
a good look. Cuz that has to be the only logic, right? Like, we'll put them in a position where the only option they have feasibly is to
Mm-hmm.
just pay us versus blocking devs from releasing their games on their platform. Which, gonna be honest, is a
Mm-hmm.
bold fucking assumption to make. That is unequivocally a bold assumption because you are assuming that Microsoft and Sony won't be like, bet,
Mm-hmm.
fine, yeah, like, bet, okay, we won't release the game on our platform. Fuck you, we don't care. It's fucking, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's a bold fucking assumption to make, man. That's hella bold.
Mm-hmm.
Hella fucking bold.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. The balls on this fucking company. Good Lord. 17
Yeah.
tons of pure testosterone just being just waved around like fucking weapons. Uh oh, okay,
And the
pricing
funny thing
below.
is,
Oh. Hmm.
for one, they claim, yeah, only 10% of their customers is gonna be affected by this.
Yes,
But
yes, of course.
they have a massive amount of customers.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this. They're like, well, only 10% of only 10%
Mm-hmm.
of our customers would even feel the effects of what we're about to do. I don't think you understand how big 10% is.
Yeah. I can't find the exact post for that right now, but I think their amount of customers was 230,000, something like that. So
It's
even
actually
10% would be
it's actually in the
23,000.
thread.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so Unity said we want to acknowledge the confusion and frustration we heard after we announced the new runtime policy. Runtime fee
Mm-hmm.
policy. We'd
Ah,
like to
there, right.
clarify
Yeah.
your
Mm-hmm.
top
There it is.
questions and concerns. Who was affected by this price increase? The price increase is
Mm-hmm.
very targeted. In fact, more than 90% wouldn't even notice. And
Yeah.
then,
Because they're
because
not affected.
Twitter community nodes.
Twitter community notes are a
Oh,
godsend.
oh my god, dude.
Best feature ever.
Twitter community notes fucking dunk on these motherfuckers sometimes, dude. It's fucking
Mm-hmm.
insanity. The
Yeah.
community notes is very quick to point out. Unity states
Mm-hmm.
10% of their customers will be affected, making it sound less bad than it is. As of the Gaming Report 2020, Unity had 230,000
22.
developers.
Mm-hmm.
That's around 23,000 developers affected by the change. Lots of studios have posted statements about moving engines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whoever said
Yeah.
that the community notes was a mistake.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's one of the people affected by them.
Yeah, it's gotta suck when
Mm.
community notes is the thing that fucking corrects your ass.
Yeah. When those dunk on you, you most likely deserved it.
Yeah, you
That
got
must suck.
yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
got fucked. Yeah, dude, bro, you got fucked, dude. Community notes just dunked
Yeah.
on your ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there are quite a few affected by this, obviously. Let's just go with one example that I linked. This is about a small game studio in France,
Mm-hmm.
which in Paris. And they have a Unity Pro license. Their revenue for 2022 was 800K and projected about 1.1 to 1.2 million this year. It's a mobile game that has some cosmetics in-app purchases. And this one, combined in iOS and Android, has around 500,000 monthly downloads. Which in mobile is equal to installs. Which is quite a few. And the Unity Pro license is getting phased out anyway, also sneakily. Because that is a relatively cheap license to disable the Unity splash screen, which they've just removed that license type from their page. Now you have only the smallest option now is I think the enterprise one, which costs around what was it 1,500 or something per year. I think around that. Let me quickly check. This deserves to be. Yeah, Unity Pro is here. Okay. So they. Ah. New fee for Unity plans. Yeah, that's that. Okay. Where is their individuals and teams as Pro? Okay, they still do have it here, but this one costs 1,877 per year per seat.
Wait, per seat?
Yep, per developer.
Oh, fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah. What was
like,
the other one
like
called?
maybe like a giant developer that
Is
probably
that not
doesn't hurt
Pro?
much, but I feel like
Yeah, you need per year. That's you definitely need a decent game for that
yeah,
to make for it to make sense. For indies, not as much. For indies, not as much. Yeah, which one was the Unity license? How was that one called? Oh, that was Plus, I think. Yeah, Unity Plus. I think that one was around $40 a month or 45 or something like that, which is around a tenth, less than a tenth of the Pro license, which had the splash screen customization option. And that one is gone.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know what happens with people that now currently have that plan, if they have to switch immediately or if they get a legacy license. I'm not sure, but for new people that want to switch to it, that's gone. So that's definitely gonna encourage people to look elsewhere.
Damn.
So let's return to the data of that small studio. Because they have now the Pro plan because they have more than 1 million revenue and downloads for 2023. So we have now a calculation for this, which would be they have 100K plus the, let's see, times 15 cents, 100K, because they have different amounts that are to be paid with the unit, with the pricing there, which was, let's see, here, where's the, right, here it is. It's for the first 100,000 new installs a month with the Unity Pro, you pay 15 cents. Then you pay 7.5 cents per install for the next 400,000, and then it's 3 cents and then 2 cents. So they would essentially have to pay 45,000 per month. Which is not a small sum.
45,000 per.
Not a small sum at all.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Because that's around 500,000 per year.
Oh. And that's not even like develop. That's just for the software. You're not even getting into like paying your employees or.
Yeah. That's just an additional cost they have now per year.
Ah, Christ.
And the thing is, they have currently around the million per year, and they just about break even currently. So with this addition, they are done. They have to close shop, or otherwise they'll go bankrupt. So this is not a small thing.
Fuck me.
Abso-freaking-lutely not.
Towards the end of this, right? It's like, so instead of 150K per year, they're going to have to pay 45K times 12. That's 540K per year. That is more than 50% of their revenue and will put them into the negative considering their other expenses. If they are currently breaking even, this will result in them losing 540K every year instead, and they probably don't have the cash reserves for even 1 year of that bullshit. Their options may be to let employees go and leave the game on autopilot, which might still be a big risk in case of download surges, because that does happen. Sometimes games will just resurface for no fucking reason and become big hits all over again. It happens. And, you know, if you're being charged per download, your best bet is to pull the game offline because you can't risk.
Yeah.
You can't risk it. Like, if that game blows up and you don't have the cash, it's like, well, guess what? Now you're on the hook for that shit.
Yeah, which is exactly what Cult of the Lamb planned on doing. Just January 1st, from the stores, done. It's out.
Yeah, you can't afford it. You can't take that risk. Cause like the fucking internet's fucking random. Your game your game could be plateauing and then randomly see a surge in popularity for no fucking reason. And God
Mm-hmm.
forbid if you do a patch or a content drop or something,
Yep.
it's like, oh fuck. We patched our game and fixed a few bugs. And now people are flocking to our game and buying it. Well, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Games as a service, indeed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Speaking of
Uh,
games as a service, Genshin Impact and the like are also made in Unity,
yeah, but
or
like,
the Hoyoverse games. So, yeah, that's another company that's not gonna like this.
no, they won't.
Mm-hmm.
But my, okay, so I'm gonna sound a little fucked up. I don't really feel like this hits the same for them as it hits for a lot of these other
They,
devs. I don't really
um,
think it hits the same.
they might not go bankrupt, but it's probably still a massive fee they have to pay for that.
Didn't they bring in more money than anybody else in a year one time? Like, was that not
Doesn't
them?
matter. Doesn't matter. With the amount of downloads they have,
Oh shit, I hadn't thought. Oh fuck,
that's
downloads.
gotta be a massive thing.
Oh
With the
fuck.
amount of installs they have, and they're on mobile as well.
Oh fuck. I forgot installs.
The
Oh
Hoyoverse games are on mobile as well.
oh
So
fuck. Yeah, it's
yeah,
downloads. God damn it.
downloads on mobile, installs on regular, but essentially because downloads on mobile are the same as installs because you just go
Oh,
into the
that's
store and click install.
ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Uh. Oh, why does this feel like you just get punished for being successful?
Yeah, man.
Cause that's what this feels like. It feels like you just get
Yep.
fucking punished for not
Yep.
being a shit piece of a video game. Which
Mm-hmm.
is
And don't you try dare make some breakout hit like Flappy Bird or something.
oh Jesus, dude, could you
Don't you
imagine?
dare make any game that costs something that runs viral. If you're just a small dev that's just new in the scene, then you make a small game that costs, I don't know, $1, but then goes completely viral. You have your small license, your regular, what was the small one? Just the personal one or something, which, yeah, personal and plus, or rather was plus, because that doesn't exist anymore for new ones. But the Unity
So,
personal license.
all right. So for funsies, I pulled
Mm-hmm.
out my calculator.
All right.
So how many cents per download is the personal license? Is that particular
Um,
license?
20 cents per install.
20 cents per install. I pulled up.
Once you go over 200,000 bucks in revenue, which in a viral game I'd say can be pretty fast,
So
and
I don't know how to figure
200,000
this out
installs
because
lifetime. Mm-hmm.
Flappy Bird had 50 million downloads.
Well, just take 50 million times 1.2.
All right, one sec. Oh Jesus Christ.
Yes, 10
Uh,
million. Get 50 million,
50.
that's tired. That's, yeah, 10 million.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Flappy Bird back then cost something or was it a free game?
I do not know.
But let's just say Flappy Bird cost
Oh, one
10
sec.
cents,
I'm sorry. One
even
sec.
with 10 cents. Mm-hmm.
God. The one time I don't expect anyone to fucking call me,
Ah.
and they call me.
Mm.
Jesus Christ. 50 million download. 50 Yeah, like at this point, like, bro,
Oh yeah,
you
it had in-app advertisements. It had in-app advertisements, so apparently they made 50,000 a day. But even then, even if they made a lot of money, that's definitely the revenue threshold done. That's completely overshot. So if you have that, yeah, good luck paying that.
yeah,
That's whew,
yeah, your livelihood's ruined.
'cause if
Like
we
you're
take
going into poverty. That's all there's to it. You're you're not gonna be able to afford that bill.
that would that would just flat out just vanish 200 days of income from from the game.
Jesus Christ,
When
that's
you take the 50,000 a day from in-app advertisements, I'm not sure how much the game cost in the store, but even then, if even if that costs a buck or something, that would be 50 million there. That's still a massive. That's still a massive cut.
no, you're fucked. That's it.
It's yeah. It's absolutely unreasonable. It's an
You have
absolutely
a
unreasonable.
runaway success on some
Mm-hmm.
shit you didn't even take seriously,
Yeah.
bro. Bro, Unity just puts you into poverty. That's it, dog. Like,
Mm-hmm. Potentially, yeah.
and it's not like you can like go to them and be like, I would like like because you know Unity's gonna come after you for this money, so it's not like you can come to them and be like, look, guys.
With, with the way their quote unquote clarifications have been going, yeah. You can bet your sweet little butt that this isn't gonna help you.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to someone and be like, guys, you're literally charging me more money
Mm-hmm.
than my game has ever made ever in
Yeah.
revenue. Like, how the fuck do you expect me to? You don't give a fuck how you pay it, but
Yeah. The only reaction from them is gonna be, are you gonna pay tomorrow or next week?
yeah. So, fuck. That's so. Part of the thing people have been waiting for at this point was the notion that Unity would walk this shit back. And to be fair, I was even kind of expecting that, maybe foolishly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deny it. Maybe it was foolish for me to expect that Unity would wake up out of their greed-filled stupor and realize how stupid they were being. Turns
Well,
out that probably won't be happening. They haven't walked it
hasn't
back
happened
yet.
yet. Hasn't happened yet, but depending on how the backlash continues, it might still happen. Otherwise, in the long run, Unity fucked themselves. Because people are gonna switch over to other engines.
Yeah, I mean, what better way to get free publicity? Like other engine companies were even promoting
Mm-hmm.
themselves during this nonsense because
Oh yeah.
what better way to get free promotion than to watch your competitor
Mm-hmm.
shoot himself in the foot with a rocket launcher and you go, "Hey, we're not them."
Yeah. Interests in Godot and Unreal have shot up massively. Godot, even in their Discord, had a new channel called Unity Landing Zone.
Unity landing zone, Jesus Christ. I love it. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's just it's I mean, I it's crazy because like
And yeah, and even inside Unity, this change has not been popular
no,
with developers.
we're expecting a
There
pretty
have
mass
been
exodus.
there have been exits already.
Yeah,
There have been exits already, and they're expecting more. And you know the funny thing is, there were apparently death threats made to the Unity people, as has been reported on. The
uh,
credible death threat that prompted the closure of the Unity offices on I think Thursday. That one apparently was by a Unity employee.
wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shit, I was about to go on a lecture to the fucking internet about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it happened from inside the house.
Yep. I guess
Oh,
someone took one for the team and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this. You're not gonna have to work
oh
because
shit.
f this."
Shit, was it ready for that twist?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
toxic behavior came from inside the house.
Yeah, and not so much toxic, but well, it was
It was
essentially revenge against the upper management.
shit. Shit, I wasn't expecting that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, day off from work ain't that bad, so.
Mm. And I mean, yes, obviously, if you do death threats like that, like this, due to this, to the employees of a company that who don't even support this change, fuck you.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about them though. We're not
But
talking about those.
thankfully,
Yeah, we ain't talking about those people. I don't give a fuck
yep.
about those. I'm more surprised it was someone from inside the company that did
Mm-hmm.
this shit. That's the part that I'm still trying to deal with.
Others probably did as well, but yeah, this one of the credible death threats that could close the offices.
Well, shit.
Mm-hmm. Pretty wild.
God damn.
But this has been a wild week in that regard,
This
all
is.
around.
God damn.
All day around.
Imagine saying only 10% of your customer base is going to be affected, only
Mm-hmm.
to then have yourself be outed that 10% is like 20,000
23,000, yeah, that's
23,000 customers.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Only 10%. Like, bro, do you not know 10% scales?
Mm-hmm.
It scales.
This
You
is
know that, right?
this is like Microsoft would be saying, yeah, only 10% of our Windows users are affected by this data loss.
Ooh.
Would be about that.
Yeah. Yeah, 10%. Yeah, 10%, man. That's
10% can be a massive amount.
yeah, 10% can be a fuck ton. So,
Yeah, you ain't fooling anyone, Unity. You ain't fooling anyone.
but you know what though? Not to like not to give Unity any credit.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz that's not really my goal here. But I don't think Unity was trying to fool anybody when they did this. Like, cause this isn't like Lex Luthor tricking Superman into coming to the White House and murdering him. Like, that's not what this is. This isn't some like low key ploy. This is like straight up mustache twirling villain shit. I don't
True.
think Unity was fooling no Unity. The mask was already off. Like,
Yeah, which makes this all the more bizarre. Which makes the clarifications all the more bizarre because it's like you have a schizophrenia or you have two personalities active all at once. One is the mustache twirling one, and the other is the oh no, it's only 10%. It's only 10%, and the guy next to him, and
yeah,
it's
temper.
going on at the same time.
But only temper. Yeah, like you're not like I don't like to give credit to the evildoers, but just gonna
No,
throw this
this isn't
out
giving
here.
credit. This is really not giving credit.
Yeah, I I don't like to. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna be honest and say this isn't a case of like Unity was saying like, oh, this is a benefit to our users, right? No, because like when EA talks, when like Activision and other companies talk about how loot boxes help to engage players, and all players love fucking loot boxes and microtransaction. Oh my god, will you stop? Microtransactions. At least they have the decency to pretend like players want that shit. Unity didn't even try that. Unity's just like, no, dog, we want that money.
Yeah. So in summary, this week has been.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All that popcorn. Is there at least salt on it?
Now
better-
Unity and the responses are providing the salt.
Unity silently removed their GitHub repro to track license changes, then updated their license to remove the clause that let you... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm sticking by what I said. No, Unity was already just a straight up villain. This wasn't a case of like...
Yeah. This was Zack Snyder Lex Luthor. This wasn't any of the good Lex Luthors.
Yeah. Yeah, because at least like baseline Lex Luthor believes what he's doing is good, or like has benefits to mankind.
Yeah.
Nobody believes that Unity ain't even trying. Unity's like, nah, dog.
They don't even believe it themselves. They know they're full on freaking evil.
Yeah, they're full on mask off fucking villains. And you know, I guess I always say it's good to see someone be true to themselves. I usually appreciate that level of transparency. Kind of wish Unity just kept the mask on though. Like,
would not have helped.
Yeah, I kind of wish they at least attempted to keep the mask on, but you know what? Be true to yourself, homeboy. I guess. I don't know. I don't got an answer for you on that one.
You want to use a shotgun to shoot your foot off? Yeah. Here, take a bigger shotgun.
You shot shotgun. You're giving them credit. You might still have.
Yeah,
you might still have a foot left after you
this
shoot.
This is more like the fat man from Fallout.
Yeah, like a shotgun, you might still have like a foot left. Not a lot, but some.
This is a shotgun, but with new mini nukes as the ammo. This is like a combination between the fat man and the shotgun.
That's crazy. I can't even. Like, I can. Like, we've seen corporate fuckery before. But, like, goddamn, this is actually impressive. I guess that's the only way to describe it. It's impressive. Not a good kind of impressive, but still impressive.
Yeah.
Like, Unity, if somehow you walk out of this fucking dumpster fire of an announcement better, one, I want to know what fucking monkey paw you fucking used to make that shit happen, because that's impressive. And two, can you send me that monkey paw while you at it? Because, I might.
I'm not sure you really want that monkey paw.
Yeah, probably not.
If that monkey paw gets them out of this situation, imagine what happens as the counter effect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point. Never mind, keep that shit. I don't want it. No, I'm good. I'm good. I guess I'll wrap the show up, shouldn't I? Probably should do that. You can
trust with their customers is well and truly fucked.
Yeah, nobody wins. Nobody wins in this story. There is no winner. Only
the popcorn
Zool.
industry, maybe.
Yeah, only Zool walks out on top on
Hmm.
this story. There is
Yeah,
no.
Unity has been chosen as the form of the destroyer.
They destroying themselves. I give you that much. Well, everybody, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. As always, we can be found on a variety of podcasting platforms such as Apple, Google, and Spotify every week. On Sunday, our video based podcast is also available every Sunday on our YouTube channel, Turn Based Cynics.
Boy, was
Lest
there things to be cynical about this time.
lest I have to eat a shoe, and with my weight, I'd need the calories, so probably ain't gonna be seeing me eating that shoe anytime soon. And to be fair, since I've set myself that goal of not missing a Sunday, I can happily say that as long as I'm here for the show, I have not missed a Sunday. As inconvenient as it has been for me some of these weeks. Get home at 9:45 at night, being with the family, only to realize I still got to get the show fucking finished. God damn it. Had to switch back to Google Chrome technically so I can upload in a decent amount of time because Firefox decides it wants to spend an hour on fiber optic internet to upload a file. Are you fucking joking?
Which is weird.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, it's not like a one-time thing. It's reproducible.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's reproducible. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is just some Google-made fuckery.
Yeah, wouldn't put it past them.
Get the best
Really wouldn't put
uploads.
it
Get
past
the
them.
best upload speeds on our browser to our service to our
Yeah.
services. I wouldn't put it by them. Honestly, after today's story, I don't put it by any company ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is possible. Everything is terrible all the time. So I hope you all have a fantastic week with all these delicious pieces of new content coming out in the video game market. For all of us RPG gamers out there, we eating. No, fuck it. We ain't eating, fellas. We feasting. We feasting out here.
Hell
Full
yeah.
full stomachs all across the table. Ain't nobody starving ain't nobody starving at this table. And I get Rebirth next year in February. Is it February? It's February.
Yep, February.
Oh my god, dude.
I think end of, but yeah.
All I know is it's like 2 weeks removed. It's like a week or two removed from something else Max is going to be focusing on. He made such a big fucking deal about it. He's like, oh my god, it's 2 weeks. Oh, thank God. He's like, I am not trying to balance two of these fucking things at once. God damn it. So,
Yeah.
that's cool. I hope you all have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll see you all next time.
Hey, yeah.
Have a good one. And don't use Unity. Don't do it. No, I'm looking directly at you, viewer. You do not use Unity. Don't do it. I can't see you, but I can see that you're like thinking about it. Don't do it. And don't let your friends do it either. Good friends do not let their friends use Unity. Don't do that shit.